can have it open and I'll say action.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Now, just as soon as they're ready to go, I start coughing.
Do you need some water?
No, I'm okay. Yep. I can't hear him if he's saying, I didn't hear him if he said to come out. What is he saying? Wade what? Oh, waiting on the plane. Yeah, I just need one, thanks. They're rolling? Hello, I'm Wade Cook. Ah, shoot. I'm looking at that one, right?
This is the one you're looking at.
I got it. Let's go. Sorry. Hello, I'm Wade Cook. Thanks for joining me. I hope today on this video presentation that you'll learn how you can make a lot of money. I hope that...
Okay. That's cool. Your spot's over.
I know. I'll just keep walking.
Yeah, you can just keep walking.
All right. See, I had this whole thing practiced really well. Now I can't remember what I was going to say.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Hello, I'm Wade Cook. Thank you for joining me. I hope that this time that we spend today together will be most beneficial to you. I hope to show you ways that you too can make a lot of money. How much editing can we do?
Well, we can do a nice little bit, but if you can come to a complete.
You want me back over here? I'm sorry, I was looking at that spot.
Yeah, that's it. So come to and take your time walking.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, no, you can just take your time walking.
Hello, I'm Wade Cook. Thanks for joining me. I hope that this time that we spend together will be most beneficial to you. I've made a fortune in real estate and in the stock market. In fact, I've had 4 national best-selling books, but this presentation is not about me, it's about you.
Good. Okay, so now.
Tape rolling.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Hello, I'm Wade Cook. I've spent many years teaching people how to make a lot of money. I've made a lot of money in real estate, the stock market. In fact, I've had 4 New York Times business best-selling books in the stock market. But this presentation is not about me, it's about you. For years, I've been teaching people how to make a lot of money, how to build up assets that produce income. I want to ask you a question. Assets or income, what's more important to you? To me, it's income that is produced from assets. But for most of you listening right now, you are your only income producing asset. And this presentation is show you how to build another group of assets that will produce the income that you need to retire on and to live a better life.
Good. Good. Everyone happy? Wait, you know where you turn? Okay. Speed here?
You ready?
Yeah,
okay,
everyone
sorry.
Rolling? Yeah, you're shut. Just
For years, I've taught people how to make a lot of money.
No.
Turn and then
Yeah,
look. Okay.
Turn and then talk.
Okay.
You're looking at the camera, and
To me, building wealth is about building assets to produce income. Let me ask you a question. Can you have assets without income? The answer is no. Somebody, something has to be producing the income. Most of you have heard the expression income producing asset, but for most of you, you're it. You are your only income producing asset. And if your asset doesn't go to work, there's no income. I'm here to show you how to build another asset that will produce the income that you need to live.
That was good though.
Can we just pick up there, or do we have to go back to the beginning?
yeah, we need an edit point. We need an edit point.
Okay.
And when you're ready, just turn. You're looking.
For years, I've been trying to show people how to build up another grouping of assets that will produce the income that they need to live on. You've all heard the expression income producing assets. Okay, let me start over. I forgot a major part. For years, I've been trying to show, I was talking while I went. For years, I've been trying to show people how to build up assets that produce income. Let me ask you a question. Can you have assets without income? Can you have income without assets? Yes, you can.
Take your time.
For years, I've been trying to show people how to build up another grouping of assets that will produce the income that they need to live on, to retire on, to live a better lifestyle. Can you have assets without income? Can you have income without assets? I'm sure you've all heard the expression, income producing assets. For most of you, though, you're it. You are your only income producing asset, and if your asset doesn't go to work, there's no income. What I want to show you is how to build up another grouping of assets that will produce the income that you need to live on. Okay, now do you want me to go back to there or just keep going?
Yes.
Other than that, the delivery's good. You're relating to the camera real well.
Okay.
Okay, then. Speed here.
That's good.
I'm sorry, I saw his,
Yeah,
saw his hands move.
He's good to go.
For years, I've tried to show people how to build up another grouping of assets that will produce the income that they need to retire on or to live a better lifestyle. Can I ask you a question? You've heard the expression income producing assets. Can you have assets without income? Can you have income without assets? You've heard the expression income, see, I just said that, sorry. Sorry.
Plane's coming.
Okay.
And we're rolling. Joe's rolling. And when you're ready.
For years, I've tried to show people how to build up another grouping of assets that will produce the income that they need to live on or to produce a greater lifestyle or even to retire on. You've heard the expression income producing assets. Can you have income without assets? Can you have assets without income? Income producing assets. See, that's what this is all about. Assets that will help you produce the income that you need to live on so that you... it wasn't good. I got this really cool thing. Okay, here we go. I got it.
You go first. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, man. See, this is taking longer than I took on a whole hour before. You know why? Because I'm used to teaching seminars to a whole bunch of people.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. And when you're ready.
For years, I've tried to show people how to produce another grouping of assets that will produce the income that they need to live on, to live a better lifestyle, or to even retire on. You've heard the expression income producing asset. Let me ask you a question. Can you have assets without income? Can you have income without assets? See, my job as an educator has been to show people how to build up another grouping of assets that will produce the income that they need to live on. It's truly a wise person that realizes that they need another source of income, even rivers of income. You see, 90% of all of Americans have to substantially cut down their standard of living when it's time to retire. We need to change that. We need to help you build up a grouping of assets that will produce the income. Today, I want to share with you an idea. It's called Networker 2000. It's a what's that? N2K International. It's not Networker 2000. Thanks for telling me. And when did this change?
Yeah, right.
Okay, where do you want me to cut from?
Yeah, go back to this camera, and I need to get a pen.
Clear, he's gonna say a word or two here and then turn.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just looking at that camera and then he's turning for here, because that was clean.
That's for you.
It's truly a wise person that learns that they need multiple sources of income. Income that will produce a greater retirement. I'm sorry. Okay, got it. It's truly a wise person that It's truly a wise person that learns that they need multiple sources of income. So you have your income from your job, maybe your career or your business, but you need more income. Income that will help you live a greater lifestyle.
Take time, sorry.
It is truly a wise person that learns, hopefully at a young age, but it doesn't matter the age, but learns that they need multiple sources of income. Do you realize that 90% of all of Americans have to substantially cut down their standard of living when they retire? Well, we need to change that. We need to break that habit. We need to help you. Where do you want me to go? I can just end it right there and we'll.
Yeah.
Okay, I know, but.
We need a complete thought on that.
But I want to, okay, I know where to, okay, I got it.
You led into K from that.
I know, I'm going to stop right there and then go back to this camera.
Okay.
It's truly a wise person that learns that they need multiple sources of income. Screwed up my mouth. It's truly a wise person that learns that they need multiple sources of income. You see, you have your income from your job or career, maybe from a small business. But what really...
Deep breath.
Okay.
You're fine. Just, don't rush it. It's all right. It's okay.
It's truly a wise person that learns that they need multiple sources of income. You see, you might have your income from your job or your career, maybe income from a small business. But it's a wise person, once again, that realizes that they need multiple sources of income, even rivers of income. Today, I want to introduce you to Networker.
Just to get you rolling, just say into this camera, rivers of income.
Rivers of income. Do you realize 90% of all of Americans have to substantially cut down their standard of living when they turn 65? We need to change that. Today, I want to introduce you to N2K International. Is that okay? Now I don't know what to say.
That was that quick? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that we need a little bit more to that camera.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Rivers of income.
You're dancing, man. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, when you're ready.
Rivers of income. Do you realize that 90% of all of Americans have to substantially cut down their standard of living when they turn 65? We need to change that. Today, I want to introduce you to N2K International. Let me tell you my experience. I was teaching a stock market seminar in Orlando, Florida. A gentleman who I knew was coming came to introduce me to N2K International at the first break about 10 o'clock in the morning. By noon, after only hearing it for
Thinking about it for 2 hours. I heard you say that in there.
well, what do you want me to do the whole thing over?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Rivers of income, yes.
Rivers of income. Do you realize that today 90% of all of Americans have to substantially cut down their standard of living when they turn 65? We need to change that. Let me introduce you today to N2K International. When I heard about N2K International, I was teaching a stock market seminar in Orlando, Florida. A gentleman who I knew was coming introduced it to me at the first break about 10 o'clock in the morning. By noon, just 2 hours later, I said to him, "Where's the application? Sign me up." You see, I learned that here was a company that had the right. We got to start there somewhere.
We've got graphics on N2K International.
Right.
So N2K International, and then you can go on.
What after I?
You can already be on this camera. Say N2K International, and then go on.
Okay.
All right.
N2K International. Where did I do the thing about lunchtime signing up?
Yes.
You have that covered?
Yeah.
You have that covered?
N2K International. See, what I learned was here was a company that had their heart in the right place. It was a place where it will.
You have to go back to signing up.
Yes. And you're in this camera. You're in your right camera. You don't have to come from here. You don't have to come from
I know.
Turn it out.
I'm just trying to get my 2 segments in a row so I can move on.
So you're picking up from N2K International.
Right.
Let me introduce you to, I think it's it.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm going to go back to the gentleman that showed up, and
Yes, right.
but I'm just right there, right?
You're just right there. Yes.
Let me introduce you to N2K International. When I first heard about N2K International, I was teaching a stock market seminar in Orlando, Florida. A gentleman who I knew was coming told me about it at the first break about 10 o'clock in the morning for about 10 minutes. By lunchtime, 2 hours later, I was ready to sign up. I said, "Where's the app? This is a great company." That was good, but I got to do it again?
Right.
Okay. You okay?
Yes. And you're in this camera. N2K International.
Let me introduce you to N2K International. When I first heard about N2K International, I was teaching a stock market seminar in Orlando, Florida. A gentleman who I knew was coming shared. Let me introduce you to N2K International. When I first heard about N2K International, I was teaching a stock market seminar in Orlando, Florida. A gentleman who I knew was coming to my seminar showed up around 10 o'clock and shared this idea with me. He spent about 10 minutes explaining N2K International. I continued teaching for about 2 hours, and at lunchtime I said, "Where's the application? Sign me up. Here is a great company." Okay?
Okay.
Now what?
Now,
You got graphics there, right?
Every time that you finish, I think you can go on and turn.
Okay.
Even if you aren't running, you're just turning over here. Speak.
What I learned that day, and what I've learned more extensively since that time, was this is a company that has its heart in the right place. It's about helping small businesses build and grow into the future. Nah, I looked the wrong way. Is that okay though?
Good.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think your hands were up over here.
Okay.
Left hand. Here's a company. Here's a great company is how you indicate.
Here's a great company. What I learned that day,
I'm sorry. You're pushing All right. Here we go.
What I learned that day, and I've learned more extensively since then, was here's a company that has its heart in the right place. It's about helping people get into business or build their business. You see, I love education, and the heart and soul of N2K is showing people how to be in business, how to trade in the stock market, how to use options. It's about having a directory where you can share your business ideas with other people. It's about web hosting and a host of other things. Later on in this presentation, a gentleman will introduce you to all of the components of N2K International. It's a wonderful company. Okay, I'm going to.
I think I would like to do that again, but tie it into.
Okay.
Tie it into the river of income.
Okay. Where did I start again? But see, can't we, if that was okay, can I just go here and say, all of these ideas are about building up rivers? You can always kill me in post-ed, or post-op. All right. It's a wonderful company. Let me break this down for you. It's about building income for you. This is a network marketing business at its very, very best. You see, the heart and soul of this business is education and networking with other people. Networking in the new sense where you can build a business, but also networking where you can share your business ideas with other N2K international representatives.
I think I would want to know education of what?
Okay. Well, I was going to get to that, but I wanted to, okay, I need to go through each one. Okay. It's a great business. It's a great company. Let me break this down for you. Each one of these components individually. You see networking. Networking the old-fashioned way, networking and building a business together. Networking where you can share your business ideas with other N2K international representatives. Say you're traveling, you need a hairdresser, you need somebody to put on a roof on your house. It's about, sorry, that threw me off. Can you pick that up too? I guess it's okay because we're really supposed to be in a backyard. You would expect some noises, right? Like kids splashing in the pool. Jerry, go jump in the pool.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Okay.
It's a great business. Let me break down each one of these components for you. Networking. Networking at its very basics. Networking, building a business together where you have multiple streams of income. Also networking where you can share your business ideas with other N2K international representatives. Say you're traveling and you need a hairdresser. Maybe you're putting a roof on your home. Whatever you're doing, N2K representatives are there to help you. You can share your business ideas with others and use other N2K representatives to help you build your business. I wish that was okay. I don't know where you are. It's a great business. Let me break down each one of these components.
Okay. Yeah, just start again.
Ready?
Yeah. Go.
It's a great business. Let me break down each one of these components for you. Talking about, here we go. We okay?
Yeah, we should roll.
Let me, it's a great company. Let me break down each one of these cash flow components for you. The directory, where networking, it's a great company. Let me break down each one of these cash flow.
I'm sorry. On this camera.
It's a great company. Let me break down each one of these categories for you. Remember, it's about helping you build up income. Think about direct. This is just not natural. Ready? It's a great company. Let me break down each one of these categories for you. Remember, it's about helping you build up income. The directory, where N2K international representatives can advertise their businesses to other N2K international representatives. Also, it has a web hosting service. Now, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on my... I'm just going to start there. You're going to have to figure out a way to edit it. Now, I've spent...
Yeah, that's okay, because we're on graphics with the director.
Let's move on and talk about web hosting, one of the central components of N2K International. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars setting up my own web hosting services. This, for a small monthly fee, is a powerful part of N2K International. And when you talk about the big component, well, listen, can I just, N2K International end there?
Web hosting, please.
What?
Start with web hosting.
Oh, okay. But
We're in graphics and web hosting. After you finish web hosting, we haven't gotten to any graphics yet.
I know, but do I have to go back and do that again? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah, do the web hosting.
But I forgot what I did say. I'm ready to move on, and I got to rewind my brain. What did I say?
No, we didn't. You said you spent tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, you haven't finished with web hosting.
Well, that's all I was going to say. Then I said, and it's a.
You didn't finish.
Okay.
Let's finish on it.
All right, well, I got to start all over again because I don't know where I was. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start that whole second.
Second component is web hosting to this camera.
And the second component is about web hosting. Now, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars setting up my own web hosting service. And now with N2K International, for a small monthly fee, you can have your own host. The second component of N2K International is about web hosting, having your own business site on the internet. You see, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars setting up my own internet site, and now for a small monthly fee, you can have your own site hosted by N2K International. And for a small additional fee, you can have your whole complete site set up.
Okay.
Not going to get much better than that, because I'm excited to get on to the next part. Ready?
Okay. And do a turn for me. Looking at the camera.
And one of the things that excites me the most is N2K International's dedication to education. You see, I love the stock market and real estate. I think that we need to build up multiple sources of income. In addition to your N2K International income, N2K will show you how to trade in the stock market. Now, the stock market is a great place to trade as compared to invest. Actually, it's a great place for both. Shoot. I'll be right back. I got to get a drink.
Okay, so your site set up. Your site set up in that camera and then turn.
Site set up and then turn. Getting sweaty. Got my site set up. And let me tell you the thing that it's like.
Yeah, clear your voice a little bit, yeah.
And let me tell you about the thing.
My fault.
And let me tell you about the thing that excites me the most. It's about educating people on how to build multiple sources of income. I like the stock market. I think there's a world of difference between investing and trading. I think you should too. Most people think about the stock market as a way of investing. I think that you can trade on your small investments. N2K International's representatives will And let me tell you what, whoa. And let me tell you what excites me the most. It's about educating people on how to trade in the stock market. You see, there's a world of difference between investing and trading. I think you need to learn both. And N2K International has an educational program that will help you learn about low-cost, limited-risk options, how to treat the stock market like a business to generate extra income. Again, you have N2K International income, you can develop stock market income, and you can have the income from your own business. Remember, it's about multiple sources of income. Let's stick with the stock market just for a second. To me, the stock market makes a perfect part-time business. Now think about business from a traditional point of view. You have the expenses of being in business. You have rent, employees, and expenses of running the business, the overhead. But in the stock market, you do not have an expense until you actually make a trade. And you can develop a system where you'll have low-cost, limited-risk options put to work for you. May I quote Henry Ford? He said, if you think Can I just start there and turn over here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go to that camera. Okay.
May I quote Henry Ford?
May I quote Henry? To this camera?
Yes, sir.
May I quote Henry Ford? He said, if you think money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real hope that a man or woman will have in this world is an abundance of knowledge, experience, and ability. End quote. Now back to Wade Cook. Can we take those three words, knowledge, experience, and ability, and put them into one word, skills? See, that's what I like about N2K International. It helps people build the skills that they need to be successful in business